Welcome, time travelers of knowledge, to a captivating exploration that bridges the chasm between eras. In this video, we'll embark on an odyssey to answer a question that transcends centuries. Were the wealthiest Romans as rich as our modern-day titans of wealth, the billionaires? Picture the grandeur of ancient Rome, where togas met power and chariots raced through cobbled streets. But can any of that ancient opulence hold a flickering candle to the unfathomable fortunes of today's tech moguls, industrial giants, and financial wizards? We're delving deep into history, invoking the spirits of Crassus and Augustus, and jetting off to the sparkling towers of Silicon Valley. So don your virtual toga, and let's embark on this roller coaster journey through time, money, and intrigue, as we uncover the jaw-dropping truth about whether the richest Romans were as wealthy as today's billionaires. Due to considerable differences in economic systems, technologies, and living standards between ancient Rome and the modern world, it is difficult to draw a straight parallel between the riches of the wealthiest Romans and modern billionaires. The wealthiest Romans, portrayed by Crassus and Augustus, were unquestionably formidable in their day. Their riches originated in ancient Rome's social and economic institutions, which revolved principally upon property ownership, agricultural productivity, and, in some circumstances, military conquests. When converted to today's currency, their fortunes could be in the billions, but it's critical to remember that their riches were shaped by a completely different environment. Modern billionaires, on the other hand, hold a unique place in the global economy of the 21st century. They rule over huge business empires with global reach, gaining money not via land or taxes, but through the development of innovative products, services, and technologies. These individuals built great fortunes by using the power of globalization, technology, and financial institutions. Their fortune is frequently derived through the creation or leadership of international corporations, investments in diverse industries, and stock ownership. It is not uncommon to see values much beyond previous counterparts when calculating their net worth. Furthermore, the impact of inflation and increased purchasing power of money over time intensifies the differences. Money had a different value and purchasing power in the ancient Roman civilization. What was considered enormous wealth back then may pale in comparison to the large fortunes acquired by modern billionaires. When adjusted for inflation and changes in economic systems, many current billionaires are likely to have personal fortunes that exceed those of the wealthiest Romans. However, keep in mind that the historical context and nature of wealth were fundamentally different, making direct comparisons difficult. Furthermore, records of ancient riches are sometimes sparse or dependent on guesses, making precise measurements of their wealth problematic. Marcus Licinius Crassus was, by any standard, one of the wealthiest people who ever lived. Given that he lived over 2,000 years ago, it's difficult to measure his riches into current terms, and estimates range from billions to trillions of dollars. He was unquestionably the wealthiest man living during his lifetime. Pliny the Elder estimated his fortune at 200 million sesterces, the equivalent of the Roman Republic's whole annual budget. While his wealth provided him with power, it could not provide him with what all Romans desired with every fiber of their being: glory. When comparing Crassus, one of the wealthiest Romans, to modern billionaires, significant variations in wealth sources and economic conditions emerge. Crassus' fortune was built on Roman property ownership, real estate, and financial exploitation, whereas modern billionaires accumulate their fortunes through varied enterprises in a globalized economy. Because the Roman economy lacked modern financial instruments and multinational firms, direct comparisons were difficult. After adjusting for inflation and currency value, many modern billionaires' personal fortunes are likely to exceed Crassus. However, the type and size of wealth accumulation in ancient Rome and today's globe differ dramatically, with the latter benefiting from sophisticated technology, globalization, and complicated financial institutions. These comparisons provide intriguing insights on wealth throughout history, but they should be used with caution due to the large historical variances. Comparing Augustus, the first Roman emperor, to modern billionaires reveals profound differences in the nature and magnitude of wealth accumulation across eras. Augustus possessed enormous power and prosperity in ancient Rome, derived primarily from taxation, tribute, and control of imperial resources. Inflation adjusted, his personal fortune could be in the billions of dollars. Numerous ancient rulers had more wealth than all of today's billionaires combined. Due to the fact that Augustus Caesar ruled over several of the world's most powerful empires, including Egypt, historians estimate that he accumulated a fortune worth trillions of dollars in current currency. Augustus Caesar gathered a fortune of legendary proportions through cunning and ruthlessness. Augustus Caesar's net worth in 2023 dollars was approximately $5.8 trillion. In 2014, Ian Morris, a history professor at Stanford, asserted that Augustus was the sole owner of Egypt and was in command of the Roman Empire, which accounted for approximately 25 to 30% of the world's economic output. According to Morris, at one time, Augustus was so affluent that he owned 20% of the Roman Empire's economic output. Augustus was the wealthiest figure in Roman history and one of the wealthiest individuals of all time. At the time of his elevation to the rank of princeps, or first citizen, Augustus dominated the majority of the known world, including Egypt and a significant portion of Europe. Consider that the Roman general Marcus Licinius Crassus, a contemporary of Augustus Caesar, accumulated a famous fortune from the sale of slaves and proceeds from his family's silver mines, which are only worth approximately $350 billion in today's currency. Augustus proved to be wealthier than Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk based on his current net worth. According to economist Angus Maddison, the Roman Empire's total gross domestic product in 2023 dollars was $57 billion. It is impossible to comprehend the magnitude of his wealth. In summary, while precise comparisons are difficult due to vastly different economic contexts and sources of wealth, many modern billionaires have personal fortunes that exceed those of the wealthiest Romans when inflation and differences in economic structures of their respective eras are taken into account. Nonetheless, the form and scale of wealth accumulation in the current world varies significantly from that of ancient Rome. As we conclude our riveting time-traveling expedition, we hope you've enjoyed this eye-opening odyssey through the annals of wealth and power. The verdict on whether the wealthiest Romans could rival today's billionaires is a tantalizing blend of history, economics, and intrigue. It's a reminder that the pursuit of wealth is a timeless human endeavor evolving through the ages. So, before we exit our virtual time machine, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this captivating journey with your fellow adventurers. Now we turn the conversation over to you, our intrepid viewers. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Were the wealthiest Romans truly in the same league as today's titans of industry? What lessons can we glean from this journey through time? Together, we've peeled back the layers of time and fortune, discovering that while the landscapes may change, the quest for riches remains a captivating tale that unites us across millennia. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those historical mysteries alive.